My name is Michael Wright. I'm a member of staff at the University of Hertfordshire. I teach on the fine art program. I started out really wanting to be a painter. I applied to go to art school, and then when I went to art school, I was just enthralled by sculpture. And also, a very significant feature of the way in which I was raised, it was a very, very strongly Catholic background. It had kind of a really very powerful hold on you. So it's deeply part of my character and my personality, and also the kind of iconography, the imagery that I work, the kind of relationship to Catholicism. A lot of the drawings are exploring power relationships. I was talking about that, and I think if a person doesn't kind of reflect on what's driving them in their motivations, it makes them sort of dangerous. So I think one of the functions of art really is to actually get a person to reflect on the motivations at work in a human being. So for me, part of these drawings are kind of like they're exaggerations, or they're kind of imaginative reconstructions or imaginative projections. So this one here, my son is a journalist, and he'd come back from working on the newspapers, and he was telling me about a man who was beating his wife and the fear of the wife and things like that. So that's in my head when I come to draw in the life room, and we happen to have that evening 2 models. And so this is partly a drawing from the models, but it's also like reconstituting my thoughts, and so that's how text finds its way in here. So the right hand of God, he beat his wife, yeah. And so that sometimes I'll add text in as a way of kind of triggering the viewer into reading the work. This is the life room. The faculty has an arrangement where it wants to promote drawing, and we've got 2 drawing workshops. One is on the Monday, which is really looking at really just acquiring essential drawing skills, and that can be useful to a whole range of different disciplines, including animation, graphics, fine art. And then the Wednesday, this particular session, what we've been trying to do is open up a more improvisory relationship to mark making, and for that end we've been experimenting, or will be experimenting, with working with Chinese brushes. One of the really good features of Chinese brushes is that you end up with a different kind of mark that would normally be made to a conventional brush. You have to use it differently, and it causes you to think much more about making marks as a kind of an equivalent to the subject, as opposed to simply just transcribing or copying the subject.